In this chapter of mensuration, we will be finding out the areas and volumes of different figures, areas of 2-dimensional figures and area and volume of different 3-dimensional figures. So, let us start with 2-dimensional figures. The first figure is a square. Now, if you look at a square, it has all sides equal and all angles are 90 degrees. So, whatever is the side given, that will be equivalent. Now, if we want to find the area of the square, the formula is area is equal to side square. Now, this means that if this is, let us say, 10 centimeter, then the area will be 10 into 10, that is 100 centimeter square. The unit of area will be unit square, that is, if it is in centimeters, centimeter square, if it is in meter, the area will be in meter square. And the perimeter is actually the total length of the boundary. So, perimeter of a square, so this is side, this is also side, this is also side, this is also side, all of them are equal to each other. So, perimeter will be equal to 4 multiplied by side. So, if you take an example, let us say the side is 10 centimeter for this square, then area of this square will be 10 square, that is 100 centimeter square, but the perimeter will be 4 into side, that is 4 into 10, that is 40 centimeter. The unit will be centimeter only for perimeter, or meter if it is given in meters. The second figure, rectangle. Now, in rectangle we have opposite sides equal. So, we have a length and we have a breadth, and normally we represent the length with L and breadth with B. Now, if we have to find the area of the rectangle, area will be L multiplied by B. So, whatever is the length, we will multiply it by the breadth. So, let us say if the length is 10 centimeter and the breadth of this is 6 centimeter, we can say area of this will be 10 multiplied by 6, that is 60 centimeter square. So, area will be L into B, you just have to multiply the length and the breadth. And the perimeter can be found by using the formula 2 bracket L plus B. So, 2 bracket L plus B means if length and breadth are 10 and 6, in this case we will add 10 and 6 and multiply the result by 2. Why are we multiplying the result by 2? Because perimeter means the total boundary length. So, this length and this length are equal. So, twice of the length, and this breadth and this breadth are equal. So, twice of the breadth. So, actually it is 2L plus 2B. We can take 2 common and we get this formula 2 bracket L plus B. Next figure, after square and rectangle we can say, we can take a parallelogram. This is a parallelogram. We know the property of a parallelogram, that opposite sides are parallel and equal. So, the parallelogram will have a base and the parallelogram will have a height. The height is also called the altitude, and this altitude will always be 90 degrees with respect to the base. So, area of this parallelogram can be found by using the formula base multiplied by height. So, area will be base multiplied by height. So, whatever is the base, let us say the base is 10 and height is 5. So, area in this case will be 10 multiplied by 5, that is going to be 50 centimeter square. Next we look at a triangle. See here, this is a triangle. Let us name it ABC. In this triangle we have a base. So, this is the base and this is the height. Height is also known as the altitude. So, area of a triangle, triangle is represented by this symbol, a miniature form of triangle, is equal to half base multiplied by height. So, whatever is the base and height, we will multiply that and take the half of that. In parallelogram we saw area of the parallelogram was base into height. So, area of the triangle will be half of that. So, this is half base into height. Next we see circle. In a circle we have a radius r, this is the center and this is the boundary length. The boundary is called the circumference in case of a circle. So, here the area of a circle is pi r square, and the circumference represented by capital C is equal to 2 pi r. Now, r is the radius of the circle, and this pi is a Greek alphabet. The value of pi you can take either as 22/7, which will give you actually a more accurate answer, or if we take in 2 places of decimal, this will be 3.14. So, area of a circle is pi r square and circumference is 2 pi r. Then next we see a rhombus. What is a rhombus? A rhombus is a figure in which all sides are equal, but angles are not 90 degrees. So, we have a rhombus here, all the sides are equal and angles therefore are not 90. If it would have been 90, it would have been a square. So, the perimeter is the same as that of the square. So, perimeter will be 4 into side. This formula is same as that of a square. And area, there are two formulas for finding the area of a rhombus. The first is same as that of a parallelogram, that is base into height. So, if the base is given and the height is given, we can use this formula, area is base into height. Otherwise, we can use a second formula if the diagonals are given. So, area of a rhombus will be half diagonal 1 into diagonal 2. So, this is diagonal 1 and this is diagonal 2. So, area of these rhombus will be half d1 into d2. Then next figure is a quadrilateral. Now, quadrilateral means a four-sided figure. It is not specified that parallel condition or angle condition, nothing is given. Then we take it as a quadrilateral. It is a random four-sided figure. So, we will join this. This becomes the diagonal of this quadrilateral. Now, these perpendiculars are drawn from the vertex to the diagonal. So, we have a perpendicular here and a perpendicular here. So, area of a quadrilateral can be found by actually adding the area of these two triangles. So, we have the base here half diagonal into this perpendicular, let us denote it by P1 and this perpendicular by P2. So, half base into height, this is the area of this triangle. So, half d into P1 will give you the area of this triangle, plus this triangle we will use half d into P2. So, half d common, we get P1 plus P2. So, we can say area of a quadrilateral is half diagonal inside the bracket sum of the offsets, these are called offsets, or in other words the perpendiculars from the vertex to the diagonal. Then we look at some other figures. We have already seen square, rectangle, parallelogram, rhombus, circle. Now we are going to see another figure, that is called a trapezium. Now, in a trapezium only two sides are parallel to each other, the other sides are not parallel. If this is also parallel, then that becomes a parallelogram. So, one pair of opposite side is parallel. So, this figure is a trapezium. And to find the area of a trapezium, we have this height. Let us denote this side by A and this by B. So, area of a trapezium is half height sum of the parallel sides. So, parallel sides are represented by A and B here in this case. So, area of trapezium is half height bracket sum of parallel sides.